Hello YouTube, this is Matt from Casual Riders. It's a Friday afternoon and that means I'm practicing in the parking lot. Before I jump into it though, I want you to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any videos. If you've got any questions for us, why don't you leave us a comment down below? We'll cover them in a future video. So what I have here is called an offset weave. Basically what I'll do is I'll go around the outside of this cone, around the outside of this cone, around the outside of this cone, and so on. And then I'll do a U-turn at the end there. Come back around here, get a little bit of speed. Try and get to about 34 kilometers an hour. Brake from this line. Try and stop before these cones. It's approximately 5 or so meters. And then come into here, which is just a big circle. You'll see I've parked my bike in the middle of the circle, and the reason for it is I used it to measure out. So I've measured out about 3.5 meters on this string. And then I basically wrap it around my kickstand like so, and basically pull it tight and place the cone down. And I basically just repeat the process for every single cone. And then what I've got here is the U-turn box. I will come through here, start here, forward, nice U-turn, come back here, come around, switch over, come here, do a U-turn, and exit the block there. Then I'll go around, and then I'll do figure of eights around this set of trees. And for those of you that saw my previous video, this is the spot where I dropped my bike. Yeah, I want to let you guys know that I am trying a new microphone setup for today. So I don't know how this is going to turn out. I really hope that the audio quality is going to be a little bit better than what it was previously. Now the secret of the emergency stop is that you want to apply a technique which is called progressive braking. So what that means is instead of just grabbing the brakes with full power and just going whack, right? That's no good. What happens is when you just grab the brakes, the tire doesn't have time to load up the weight, and so it's just going to slide forward. So instead what you want to do is you want to load the brakes just a little bit, get the feel of the brake lever. As I apply brakes, I'm going to go from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Basically I'm going to go around the circle in front of me in both directions, and I have to do it at least 3 times each. The secret of, or the purpose of doing this is to try and not put your foot on the ground, to use counterbalancing, to use correct vision in order to complete the maneuver. A very good tip for this is to keep your body as upright as you possibly can, and to look where you want to go, not where you're currently going. Looking where you're currently going is known as target fixation, and it is probably the biggest cause of motorcycle accidents is the rider target fixates on something. They look where they don't want to go because they're scared they're going to hit something, and that's exactly where they go. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is a parking lot weave. Alright, and basically the idea is to try and do little U-turns like this in the parking bay without going out of two lanes, if that makes sense. So two parking bays, bay 1, bay 2. I want to go around, come back this way on the line, do a U-turn on the next line, do a U-turn on the next line, and just keep repeating the pattern back and forth. So once again, the important techniques for this is consistent throttle. Just keep it open a little bit at about 2000 RPM, maybe 1500, you don't have to go that so high. And modulating the clutch, okay, keeping the clutch in and out of the friction zone. The friction zone is the point where the clutch starts delivering power from the engine to the back wheel, right? So in this little bit of an exercise I'm going to show you, I'm going to start the motor, alright, and then I'm going to slowly ease out the clutch, and without using any accelerator, you'll see that the bike is going to start lurching forward. And up, see if I let go of everything, I'll start rolling back. So now, I ease out, right? There is the friction zone. Out of the friction zone, through the friction zone, out, through. I'm dying of heat because I've been in this rain suit, and well, it's not raining and I'm not moving very fast, so I'm generating a lot of body heat. On top of that, I'm wearing full gear, as I always do whenever I practice. So my summer gear is not ventilated, it's actually an all-season jacket. It's not a mesh jacket. Oh. Someone's happy it's Friday. My GoPro was full, was charging the whole day, and fully charged battery, and it has died on me in 20 minutes. Trying to see if I can figure out a way to jerry-rig my phone. What I've done is I've got my phone mount, and I'm using that to try and give you a little bit more of a perspective of what I'm doing. Alright guys, I've been practicing for about the past hour and a half, and my air-cooled motorbike is starting to take a bit of strain, so I'm calling it. I'd just like to thank you very much for watching this video. We really appreciate your support. Please leave some comments down below. Let us know what you liked. Give us some questions. We'd love to answer them in our next video. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Share it with your friends. And support Xkogitate. His channels are listed in the description below. He's giving us his music. He's really passionate about what he does. So give the guy a little bit of love. And also we're on Patreon. So if you want to give a little bit of a donation, help support the channel, every little bit helps. The information is in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, ride safe.